Hi family, welcome to the Car Pathway of Cooking. Before we get started on this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a single video. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Car Pathway of Cooking. My name is Alicia. Thank you for clicking on my video today. Today I am going back to the basics. We haven't had breakfast this morning. I had an early morning doctor's appointment, just part of my physical, my annual physical. So I haven't eaten. I'm hungry. I fast about 12 hours and I am really hungry. So I wanted to go back to the basics and cook breakfast for you all. And the breakfast that I'm going to cook is a common breakfast in our household. And a lot of people don't know, believe it or not, about grits. So I wanted to cook grits this morning to show ones that does not know how to cook them, how simple it is to cook. And the grits I'm using is quick grits. It says 5-minute quick grits, but I'm gonna cook them a little longer than that. And I have this one out just to show you. One brand, and they have quick grits or just regular grits in a container. The packaging is different because of the brand, but this is what grits looks like here in my container. Normally I would just open up my container and pour the grits over in the container once it's empty, but this is what grits looks like. And what I'm also gonna have with my breakfast and some corned beef hash. Now this is strictly old school, corned beef hash. And we're gonna have some scrambled eggs as well. But what I want to do is show you how I prepare my grits. I wash my grits just to get some of the starch off of the grits. And plus with me, you see what grits looks like on this bag? These grits are really white, and that's how I want my grits, okay? That's why I like to wash my grits. And when I get ready to prepare the grits, I'll tell you what all I put in it. So, we need to go over to the sink. So, join me on the flip side. All right, family, we are back. I'm going to use 3/4 cups of grits for me and hubby. And I'm using a 1/4 cup. So it's gonna be about 3 scoops. And this is going to be a lot of grits for us. But when you are preparing your grits, follow the directions that's on the packet. It depending on how many servings that you're going to make, okay? And I like to rinse my grits off. These are just dry grits. And I rinse them about 7 times. I rinse them about 7 times. You see what it looks like right here? I really don't want to eat that. I want to rinse it off until the water is clear. I'm going to lose some grits, but it's okay. It's just grits, okay? I'm just gonna give it a rinse. See all the husk, all the brown that's coming off? I really don't want to eat that. And look at the starch. Okay? A lot of people don't rinse their grits off. I haven't always rinsed mine off. I think I've been rinsing mine off because I never thought to rinse them off until maybe 5 years ago. And I want to tell you about grits. There are several types of grits that you can purchase. And for the ones that does not know what grits are coarsely ground corn kernels. Try and say that 3 times fast, okay? Basically, it's just ground corn. And there are several types of grits. You have stone grits, quick cooking grits, which are the ones that I'm cooking. You have harmony grits, and this is what I'm curious of right here. Heirloom grits. They're made from different varieties of corn. And then you have instant grits. They are pre-packaged and pre-cooked. But I'm using the quick grits, okay? Google it. Do your research on grits if you've never heard of grits. And it's a hearty meal. And I like to serve grits sometimes with cheese, grits and scrambled eggs. It's a staple. Grits are a staple in our home. But what I'm going to do is rinse this several more times, and I'm going to come back to show you what you want your water to look like, okay? We'll be right back. All right, family, we are back. I want to show you how clear the water is, okay? You may have some husk or little brown particles, part of the corn. We can't rinse all of it out of the grits, but this is good enough for me. And I added my water. I'm gonna add salt to this. And when you make your grits, as I mentioned earlier, look at the serving size that you will need. Follow the directions that's on the back of your package, depending on how many people you're serving. Okay?
And you rinse it in what type of water?
Oh, thank you, hubby. Always rinse your grits in cold water. If you rinse it in hot water, your grits are going to swell and the water is going to look foggy. And that's what you don't want. Cold water only. And you add salt if you want salt in your grits, which we add salt to ours. So we're going to head back over to the stove. And I'll be right back. All right, family, we are back. What I want to do now is add some salt to the grits. Not a whole lot. Not a whole lot. So I'll give it a little stir to mix the salt in. This is the way I cook my grits. Okay? I'm put a lid on it. Let it come to a boil. And I want to say this, family. Please do not leave your stove. Keep an eye on it because grits will boil over your pot if you are not watching it. I mean, you can turn your back for a quick seconds and hey, you got a mess. Especially if you have your stove, the heat up too high, but I want to bring it to a boil so it can a rolling boil, and then I'm going to turn it down to a low boil. And I will keep an eye on it, you know, and I may come in and stir the pot, you know, to make sure everything is going the way it should. And when it's almost done, what I'm going to do is add some butter and some heavy whipping cream, just a little bit. And that's because I like it. And the heavy whipping cream is optional. It's optional. The butter is optional. But you want to add more flavor to your grits to really enjoy them because grits are bland. It's bland. So you can add whatever you like to it to give it more flavor. But for us, we add butter, heavy whipping cream.
Or cheese.
Or cheese, however you like it. The more you cook grits, the more you experiment with grits, the better. It may not come out perfect the first time, and that's okay. That's part of cooking. Don't give up, try it. If you on the corned beef. And this is reduced sodium. It's in a can. It's already cooked. And one thing about corned beef, family, you're gonna either love it or hate it, okay? And corned beef, I think it's made from brisket or cured beef, I think. Don't quote me on that. But anyway, it's already pre-cooked. We're just gonna heat it up. Simple. This is old school. All you're gonna do is just take it out of the can. And it has potatoes in it. You don't need to add any seasonings unless you just want to. I don't add seasonings to ours. I don't eat as much of it now. We grew up on this. And what I like to do is kind of flatten it out a little bit because I only want to brown it just a little bit. Okay? But this is a simple, back to the basic breakfast. How are you all doing today? Have you had breakfast? If so, what did you make for breakfast? I hope that your day goes beautiful and amazing. I want you all to keep a positive outlook, positive attitude today, and do some self-care. Do some self-care, something that is gonna really build you up, make you feel good. You know, we take care of everybody else and we're busy people. Take time out for yourself. Okay? You can hear this corned beef cooking. I'm just gonna give it a stir. Just to warm it up and just to brown it. Thank you all for joining me again. And if you're new, thank you for clicking on my video. Subscribe if you haven't already done so. Give me a thumbs up. Click on the notification bell so you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. I want you to take a look at the grits. It's starting to blow. As you can tell, I'm going to give it a light stir. Put the lid back on. I'm going to turn it down. And we're going to go from there. But you want to keep an eye on your grits so they don't boil over. And grits do spit back at you. If it's turned up too high, they will pop on you. That's what I call spitting, family. So the best thing to do when you want to check your grits, you can always remove it from the heat for about a few seconds. Let it calm down a little bit, and then stir your grits and add your butter or cheese or heavy whipping cream, whatever you want to add, and give it a stir and put the lid back on and put it back onto the heat and let it continue to cook. Simple. It's a simple meal. Some people compare grits to porridge, polenta, but it's just grits, simple. It's a Southern staple. You can have grits with gravy. You can cook grits with shrimp, and it's delicious. We'll be right back, family. All right, family, we are back. I want to show you what the corned beef looks like. Like I said, it's pre-cooked. Just heat it up and brown it just a little bit. Now, let's get to the main dish, the grits. This is what it looks like so far. It depends on you if you want them to be loose. This is the texture Jacob like his. I like mine to be thick, but this morning we're gonna go with hubby's way, okay? I'm gonna let them cook a little more. That's just me. It's called quick grits, 5-minute grits. But I cook mine for sometimes 30 minutes. Get 20 minutes. But this is what you want. There's a small lump right there, but it'll dissipate. And that's the other thing. You don't want lumpy grits. Now, what I want to do now, we like butter in our grits. And I'm using Smart Balance. This is what we use for the most part, like with our grits. Just gonna add a little bit. And like I said earlier, heavy cream is optional. You can use Philadelphia cream cheese, just a small amount. Not much. And it makes your grits creamier too. I'm not putting but a little bit. See? That's it. Gonna give it a stir. If you want to add cheese, you can add cheese along with your butter and your heavy cream. It depends on you. You make it your own. Look at that texture, y'all. See? They look white just like on the package. And they are creamy. I'm gonna let these cook on a low heat, a low setting. We don't have any lumps. See? Is this the texture you want, Jacob?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna cook some scrambled eggs off camera. You all know how to make scrambled eggs, I'm sure, right? And we're gonna plate it up. We'll be back. All right, family, we are back, and this is our breakfast. Who's hungry? Who is ready to eat? Look at those grits. Creamy. I made some toast. We have some scrambled egg, just cheese slice on top, corned beef hash. This is a hearty, country, back to the basic breakfast. Give it a try. Give it a try. What you see before you is a serving for two. Jacob and I, we're gonna divide this. One person can't eat all of this. But thank you for joining us, watching this video. This is just a simple back to the basic breakfast. I mainly wanted to show you how to make grits. That's the main thing, to show you how to make grits. Simple and easy. If it failed, try it again. Try it again. Remember to always stay humble and kind, and contact your loved ones, your friends, whomever you are close with. Stay in contact with them. Show them some love. Love on them, family. Love on them so they can love on you. Thank you for joining us, and we will catch you on the next video. See you later.